Alright, another successful week for Somnium Space. In week 7 of their road to SLO, they sold some of the parcels in cubes and some of the parcels in Ethereum. And if you look at these parcels right here, you can see all of them mapped out. There was 7 privacy parcels over here that are all viewed from the road, and then this is all open space that Somnium Space is just leaving as kind of like open nature. So when you're in here in VR, you see a lot of just grass, basically. So if you're standing right here in VR, you'll see this huge estate, and then you'll see all of these, and nothing else will be built in between there. So those are some cool parcels. This 9 parcel estate was for sale, all XLs. This 12 parcel estate was for sale, all XLs. And then you can see all of these additional parcels here that were sold as well. Now, if I open this up too, so I squared all of these in red here, the ones that were for sale in cubes. All of the cube sales were a traditional English auction where the bids went up and up and up. The Ether parcels were all Dutch auctions, so the price started at, let's see, where's that other one? I think it was 12 for XLs. Right here. The XLs started at 5,000 cubes, the medium started at 2,500 cubes, and it went up from there. The estate started at 40,000, went up from there. All of the Ether parcels, medium started at 7 and went down, and the XL started at 12 and went down, and the estate in Ethereum was going upward, you can see, up to infinity. So let's go over a couple of these parcels now on OpenSea and check and see which ones sold for how much. This is where it all started right here. There are 12 parcels that sold in Ethereum, so the first 12 right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All of those individual parcels sold first during the auction. So let's go over and see which ones sold for how much. The very first one was a medium, and you can see it right here on the map up in the right corner, sold for 5.91. The second one in the same area sold for 5.9. Same area again, 5.85. And then we'll skip over these few because those were different sales and continue with the auction here. The next one to sell was an XL parcel right next to the big estate right here, and that one sold for 8.3 Ethereum. Another one for 8.3 near there, and then it looks like this one here, and then you can see right above it this one here. So those two sold as an estate. I'm guessing the same person bought both of them. 3046. Let's open this in a new tab, just see if the same person bought it. Sellison, and open a new tab. No, different people bought them. Looks like they could have bought them in a row. And then the very top one was bought after that, and it looks like the middle one sold here for 5.3. So somebody valued almost in the exact same spot, this one at 6.6 and this one at 5.4. So as they started going down again, the privacy parcels all sold first. I like those ones. This one I actually bought right here. This is the last one for sale in this group. So I bought that one for 3.5, and I think I got a pretty good deal on that one because this entire huge estate right here is going to build something nice. So all of the foot traffic that goes to that estate and this estate is probably going to see this one parcel right here because it's so open. So even when they build up 50 meters high and they're up on the top and the rooftop and all the avatars are hanging up there having a conversation, they're looking down on these parcels right here. And anyone along the road right here can see this parcel too. So I really did like that one. I'm surprised it took so long to sell, but I snagged it at the end. Okay, so then the cube parcel started here, so let me just back up 1 second and show you the estates that sold first, because once all of these ones in red sold, all of these individual parcels, I'm sorry, once all of the ones that weren't in red, these other individual parcels all just sold, I showed you them. Then they had the English style auction on this big estate at 9 o'clock this morning, and then this one ending at, I think, 10 o'clock this morning. So this one happened in Ethereum, and it ended up selling for 96 Ethereum. So let's just pull up a calculator and do a little bit of math. First of all, 96 times 215 Ethereum is $20,000 USD. Secondly, 96 divided by 12 parcels is 8 Ethereum per parcel. And the parcels, if you look on OpenSea right now, so this is the 12 Parcel XL, Mountain View, Rare Estate, Road to SLO, Week 7 edition. Somnium Space built this entire bundle. it was owned by Somnium Space and they transferred it over to the person who bought it for 96. This is wrapped Ether, so same thing, same value as Ether, it just is easier to bid with on OpenSea. You're actually forced to bid with it on OpenSea. And then the 9 parcel estate sold for 100,000 Somnium cubes. And if you come over here, this is coinpark.com. You don't need to log in to come see this right here, but you can see I'm in the cube to ETH pair, and you can currently buy cubes for 0.00095 Ethereum, which is basically 0.001. The Somnium Space has this big, huge amount here for sale at 0.001, which is about 20 cents USD right. So if you come over here and type in the lowest price, and then down on this side over here, you type in only XL, and you get those filters. If you look at the very cheapest right now is 11, so you would assume that this estate is more valuable than the cheapest parcel available, so possibly quite a bit more than that this whole thing could have sold for. But 8 Ethereum, there's not too many people that have 100 Ether to spend on that, so even if you think it's a better deal at 100 or 105, then you just maybe didn't have the Ether to even bid on it. But I tried bidding on it, I didn't get it, and then this one sold right after that an hour later for 100,000 cube tokens. This is it here in kind of a virtual reality view here. 12 parcels here, those 9 parcels right there, and then the individual parcels all scattered throughout here. Now, after those 2 sold for all of that, the next parcels to sell were all cube, regular style auctions. So this one sold for 10,000 cubes, which, just to have quick math, 0.001 Ethereum would be 10 Ethereum here. So this one was the first one to sell for 10,000. I think 10 was the biggest. This one sold for 9,900. No, this one 10,200. So right around 10, between 9 and 10 for XLs, and between 9 and 10 Ethereum. So pretty close to what it is on. But some people did get these cubes for cheaper along the way. Somnium Space is selling them for 20 cents a piece, but that doesn't mean that people couldn't have gotten them a little bit cheaper on the secondary market. 8,400 for this one, right next door to that one, so quite a bit cheaper, 1.6 Ethereum cheaper. This one right next door to that sold, so someone just missed out on this one for 10, I guess. And then 9,500 right underneath that. 9,000 again for another XL. And then this privacy parcel was sold in cubes, so 7,500 cubes, which was 7.5 technically Ethereum. And then I bought this one for 3.5 Ethereum before this whole thing went through. So some people did, like I said, bought cubes a lot cheaper, so they might think that this was 3.5 based on their calculation of when they bought cubes. So that could be all different values, but right now if you were to buy cubes on the open market, you'd have to pay 0.001, so that's about 7.5 in today's value. Almost 10,000 cubes again on this one, so almost 10 Ethereum. This one almost 4 Ethereum, 4,000 cubes. You can see the price points here kind of happening. This one seems a little bit high, but again, that privacy parcel had more value than these ones all hugged in tight here with all the other stuff around it. There's a lot more viewpoints on this huge estate looking down and this one looking down. But when you look this way, it looks like there's a lot of stuff going on. So when the entire world builds, it'll be a little tougher to see that one parcel than it will to see all of these. So there is definitely more value there. And you can see all of these parcels that were in the middle here all kind of sold right around 5,000, 5,000, even 4,000, and then you come back to this privacy parcel at 7,500. So you can see a clear price point there, and then a clear price point on the XLs too, between 9 and 10,000 cubes, and this was the cheapest one at 8,400 for an XL. So that was the cheapest XL. The cheapest looks like was 4,000 for medium